Hi guys, just me. If this is your first time here, my name is Kelly, my husband's name is Fonce, and welcome to our new normal. How's everybody doing this evening? So I have a little, this is too dark. That's better. Maybe. I don't know. I'm very bad with lighting, guys. Not professional at all. I keep telling you guys this is as raw and unfiltered as it gets. I am such a newbie. I am so unprofessional, and yeah, so it is what it is. Anyway, so the subject of this evening's video is if you've been following along, you saw the complete shit show that was my meeting with the lady from GrowWise, who supplies the medical marijuana that my pain specialist has now prescribed for me because not much else is working and I won't take opioids or narcotics. So anyway, so the first meeting with her, I don't even remember the date now, forget it. That's my brain. That's brain injury and brain tumor, like just, you know, combine it all together. I can't remember when the first meeting was supposed to be, but anyway, she never showed. Never told anybody, just didn't show up. The girl, when I got there, the girl thought she was in the building and said, "Oh, have a seat, Kelly, I'll let her know you're here," and went to let her know, and she's not there. Asked someone else who said, "Oh, she's not coming." Excuse me? She has a patient sitting in the waiting room who just drove 2 hours to get here. So yeah, that was a not happy day. So I have my meeting is rescheduled for December 4th. So fingers crossed. I am calling the morning of before I leave my house. We are not going through this again. We are not driving 2 hours to the city. That's the only appointment we have that day. Not driving 2 hours down and 2 hours back for nothing, because nobody's paying our travel costs or anything. This is all on our very meager, forced into retirement dime, right? So anyway, all that being said, here's my question. Talking about dimes, right? So I was informed by my pain specialist that, frig, there goes my hand again. Sorry, guys. Lost my train of thought. I was informed by her that nothing that's given to you, nothing's given to you by GrowWise, like any of the marijuana, CBD, any of that, none of that is covered. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Is covered under anybody's drug plan. Doesn't matter who you are, what drug plan you're on. We actually have a very good drug plan through my husband's former employer that he was allowed to keep with him after his retirement. So thank God for that, because I don't know, we'd be probably both dead without it, because I think between the two of us we're probably like over $1,000, probably about $1,500 a month in medications. So anyway, nothing is covered. So, I guess with me, they're going to start out with CBD oil. I'm assuming you, like a tincture that you drop, you know, under your tongue with a dropper. And the first bottle will be $90, and that's out of pocket. So that's pretty steep. That's money we don't really have, but if it's medicine and it's going to help me feel better, CBD is just, of course, for the pain, inflammation, that kind of thing. If it's going to help, if it's going to make me feel better, well, then we're going to come up with the $90 somehow. But what happens when they start prescribing the THC for the brain tumor, the THC for the sleep disorders? What happens? I don't know what's going on with my right hand here, guys. Just gone completely numb again. Yeah, what happens when they start prescribing that? Who the hell's paying for that? I mean, it's costing me $90 a month for CBD oil, so I'm not in agony. And then for THC that I'm terrified of, that's going to help with the sleep disorders, help prevent, you know, wee Charlie here from doing anything funky, all of that stuff. Who's paying for that? Because there's going to be no way. So this is my question. Here's my question. And I know there's a lot of you out there in the medical marijuana communities that can answer this for me. I'm not, I do it every time, cover the lens, Jesus Christ. I'm not a political person. I don't follow politics at all. All I know is that we have a prime minister who looks exactly like a Disney prince. And that I loved his dad. I thought his dad was a great prime minister. I was just a kid then, but I do remember his dad and his pot-smoking, crazy mother who partied with the Rolling Stones and apparently had a illicit relationship with Mick Jagger. But anyways, I'm digressing. Anyway, where was I going? Okay, I don't follow politics, but when this becomes legalized in our country, supposedly the target date is July 1st, 2018. So on Canada Day, woohoo, everybody spark up because it's legal, right? Whatever. But once it becomes legal, are people's drug plans then going to start paying for it? Because now it's recognized as medication, right? It's medicine. It's been prescribed. Like, this has been prescribed to me by a physician, my pain specialist, right? Not in, like, well, my family doctor could do it as well, but this is a specialist. This is the one who does the 30 to 40 needles up and down my spine from my neck to my tailbone, like, every 2 weeks. I have her this week, too, thank God. Anyway, yeah, this has been prescribed to me by a physician. I'm all over the place tonight, guys. I have no idea why, what's going on with my brain fog. Fibro's kicking up big time. It is so cold here, and every bone in my body aches, and my neck is killing me, and wah, 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 the big long list of complaints that is me for the last 2.5 years. But anyway, so when it's recognized legally, are people's drug plans going to then start paying for it, or at least paying a portion of it? So even if they paid 50%, 80%, and then you yourself out of pocket had to come up with the rest, even that I would consider, well, maybe not 50, 80%, I would consider fair enough, right? What about, okay, so here's the thing. So they're hoping that by legalizing marijuana, they are going to help end the opioid narcotic pandemic, epidemic, whatever, that we've got going on here in Canada is out of this world. It is so bad here, it's not even funny. I mean, there's people dropping dead all over the place with fentanyl patches in the roof of their mouth that are from someone else's body, right? It's a used fentanyl patch, I've said this before, that has been removed because a new one has been put on, but there's maybe just a tiny little bit of medication left in this transdermal patch, and they stick it to the roofs of their fucking mouths with someone else's skin cells on it. Oh, God. I mean, given what I've done for a living, did for a living for 20 plus years, I can handle anything. You can throw up in my face. Nothing grosses me out. But that, oh, I could just gag. That's disgusting, right? But anyway, it's hoping to end this opioid crisis, but let's look at it this way. Let's take your average person who's on Ontario Works, which for my American friends or my friends in England, anybody who's not Canadian is, well, or anybody who doesn't live in Ontario, it's OW, Ontario Works, it's welfare, right? So when you're on welfare, all of your medications, prescription medications, are paid for in full, right? So here you have your typical person who's fallen on hard times, they're on welfare, they're addicted to opioids, narcotics that are being prescribed by their physician, and every month they go get their prescription refilled and refilled and refilled, and every month it costs them $0. Zero. Big fat zero, right? So now you legalize marijuana. Here's an alternative. Here's a plant, natural medicine, plant-based alternative, right? Which I'm, all over. I'm just terrified of the THC because it makes me have anxiety attacks. God, I gotta, do something with this hand. I need my tea, Momento, and I can't reach for it with my right hand because I'm really afraid that I will drop my teacup because my right hand's gone completely numb. Anywho, so yeah, so they go to the pharmacy once a month or whatever, get their prescriptions refilled, and it's free. So enter legalized marijuana, but it's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you like $100 or $90 or $50 or whatever. and you're living on welfare. You're barely able to keep food in your mouth and a roof over your head, and yet you're supposed to pay for this natural-based medicine. I'm confused. So how is that going to end the opioid crisis? It's only going to end it if it's going to be recognized as medicine and covered. So these people that are on welfare for whatever reason, whether they've fallen on hard times, they've had health issues, whatever, you know, whatever the reason is. I don't think anyone chooses to live on welfare. That it's recognized as medication or medicine and that it is paid for. Because otherwise, what would you do? What would your choice be? I mean, you probably want to try the natural plant-based alternative and get off of all these opioids and narcotics that are eventually one day you're just going to fall asleep and not wake up. But you can't. You can't use the plant-based alternative because you can't afford it. You don't have 5 extra cents at the end of every month, let alone, pardonnez-moi, let alone, you know, $100 or $50 or whatever to buy marijuana, so, or CBD. So what's going to happen, guys? Like, I know Bill 174 and Bill C. So like I said, I know absolutely jack shit about politics and don't really care to. I've never been interested in politics. I think they're all a whole bunch of handshaking, baby-kissing, backstabbing liars. Every one of them. Politicians are shit, right? Except our Disney prince. He's too cute. He's too beautiful to be shit. He has nice hair. Anyway, yeah, so if anybody out there in the medical marijuana communities or just anybody in general, if you can answer the question for me, that would be great. So please do not forget to subscribe down below there and hit the little bell icon so you don't miss anything, and give this video and all of my videos a thumbs up. Give me a like. Help me get those likes racked up there, people, so mama can start making a living. Anyway, this is the only kind of living I'm ever going to make again. So, but anyway, I love you guys, and if you have any answers to this question for me, let me know, please, down below in the comments. Like, it's really, I need to know. I need to know myself, because I'm not going to be able to afford to buy it. I mean, neither one of my husband and I don't work anymore. We were both forced into retirement, but me by the car accident, him by his strokes, and neither one of us is ever going to work again. Where the hell are we going to come up with this money? There's no way. Like, I've come up with $90 out of pocket December 4th, and I'm really not quite sure how I'm going to do that, because, you know, Christmas is coming and my husband has 3 small grandchildren and my own kids and Christmas dinner, and yeah. So, however, if you have any answers, please put them in the comments below. Sorry guys, I'm really scattered tonight. I'm really having like bad fibromyalgia, brain fog. I'm just in a lot of pain today, just tired, achy. My medications, that all that clonazepam that I'm on, the 4 milligrams from my sleep specialist for the sleep disorders and the insomnia, it's no longer working. So last night I think I took my medication around 9 o'clock, and at 3:30 in the morning I finally said, well, I might as well go try to lie down. My husband was lying in bed. Went and lied down. I was lying there, couldn't fall asleep. Finally I picked up my phone and I just started monkeying about it. I don't know. It was probably 4:30, 5 o'clock before I finally closed my eyes, and I think I woke up at about 10-ish. So yeah, it's pretty typical now. But anyway, let me know if you have any answers for me, okay? Love you guys. Mwah.